Life as a business owner can actually be quite lonely.
You see people on social media and it looks all shiny and glossy, but actually it's not always the case. And there's been times where I've reached out to you all when I've been feeling down and everybody thinks everything's okay, but it's not.
In the world that we live in, we know that there generally just is this area of like female, entrepreneurs, leaders, women who just need that extra kind of support.
Loneliness is so rife at the moment for people. And we're all looking for connection, whether that's through social media, through listening to podcasts. We want to feel that we're supported by people that understand us and get us.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first Real Talk podcast.
Yay!
We are so excited to bring to you real life, real business, real conversations. This is a podcast that has been about 2 years in the making, shall we say?
Yeah.
Literally.
And today is our first ever recording, so we're laughing because we've already had loads of tech nightmares, but we've got over that, and we're here. And look at us, we all look pretty good for a Monday morning, right?
Yeah.
So today,
yeah.
exactly. Today's podcast is really just us introducing ourselves to why we're here. Mm-hmm. So obviously each week we're going to be here in your ear, and we want it to be almost like a fun space, a safe space for people to come along and to, will they learn anything?
Yeah, I like to think they will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Learn, laugh. I like to think laugh.
Yeah, it's important.
100%. I think let's go laugh, then learn.
Yeah.
Laugh and learn. That's probably a better one. So, okay. So in today's podcast, we're just going to give a bit of an overview of what Real Talk really is about. And so we've got to start really as to why are we doing it? Why are we starting it? Now, obviously, there's four of us. There's going to be times we're all going to talk over each other. So we're gonna do our best. But yeah, if people were asking why have we started, it's been a bit of a journey for us. Anyone want to jump in? Let's go.
Yeah, I'll go.
Go for it.
Me, I love the idea of doing this podcast for several reasons, but predominantly, like, life as a business owner can actually be quite lonely. And I know that, like, we've become great friends, and I can't do this without you girls, definitely, but I think having that kind of weekly get together where we can catch up, we can grow this kind of group we have, it's so special, but like include other people and invite other people into this,
love
and
that.
actually help them understand why they may be feeling like they're feeling, or feeling like they're not alone in stuff, and having a bit of a giggle on a Monday morning. And and just also, if I'm being honest, trying to market yourself is really difficult, to show really what you do and your personality. And I think this is a great way of reaching the masses and invite people into our world and just understanding who we are a bit better and what we can help people with.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Yeah,
100%.
agreed with that. And yeah, what we like, I echo what you say as well, Pippa, because what we have is so special, and we do laugh a lot. We laugh a lot, which is good, because we do need to have a bit of a laugh along the way. When you're working in a job, you might have a co-worker sitting beside you and you have a good laugh. The world of entrepreneurship can be so isolating, and especially when you're going through problems, because you are the ladies that I turn to when I'm dealing with the lows of entrepreneurship as well. And I know that there's many people listening that are on their own, or they're feeling quite isolated in the business world, and they miss that bit of companionship, because you can't always talk about these things with your family. They don't always get it because they're not in our world. So to be able to share this together and to open it up to other people in business is just like a real joy for us.
Love that. What about you, Lorraine?
Yeah, and I know a lot of people like to follow us and see, what are they up to and where they're going. And it'd be nice, they do. It'd be nice to share like what we actually go through, the highs and the lows. And, sometimes it's often easy to see, you see people on social media and it looks all shiny and glossy, but, actually it's not always the case. And there's been times where I've reached out to you all when I've been feeling down and everybody thinks everything's okay, but it's not. And I think it's really important to remind people that, there are the good times, but having a business is really hard sometimes. It can be really lonely, as the other ladies said. So I think we've got lots to share and lots of ways to support each other.
Yeah, and I echo that as well. Like, the first one.
I was going to say, I don't also think it's just like entrepreneurship. I think generally people in business, professionals, whether you're in corporate or whether you are a founder or running a business, that actually the loneliness is real for a lot of people, and the feeling of isolation, even though so many people feel like this similar. But yeah, so I don't think
that's what I was actually going to say.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I was going to say, like, it's not just, we're obviously saying entrepreneurs because all of us have our own businesses or projects, which we're going to come on to a little bit later. And it really is for anyone. It's for anyone just wants to feel connected. Like, even if you're not an entrepreneur and you work for someone else in a business, there's times where you might feel, like disconnected, feel a bit alone. People just don't get the struggles, and for us, we're all of an age of like women who are all going through things in our personal life as well, and there's things like that people will be able to relate to. So I hope that it's going to be a space where people can make themselves a cuppa, whether they're on their journey to work or they're on the lunch or whatever, and we can just be there in their ear and just make them feel, like that they're not alone, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I
exactly.
think.
Supported, have fun along the way, and relatable.
Yeah.
And, we can help you on your dog walk, because from my own experience, dog walking is a schlep, particularly right now. The mud is real. Like, it is doing my head in.
That's why I don't have animals.
Dogs.
2 kids is enough.
I'm knee deep in mud.
Yeah. Children on the school run.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. But putting my earbuds in and listening to a good podcast gets me through that. So if you've got dogs, we're going to come and help you on that journey.
Or if you're in the gym or, getting fit.
A long drive.
Yeah, all that stuff. All right, so if we were thinking about who it's for, we've kind of covered that. Like, it really is, isn't it? We are for women. So, as in, we're number 4 women. But this may appeal to men as well. We're not against men. You're more than welcome to listen to it. But obviously, from our experience in the world that we live in, we know that there generally just is this area of like female, entrepreneurs, leaders, women who just need that extra kind of support. And we like to chat, don't we? Like, it is so it's so true. Like, it's actually scientifically, I'm sure, proven that women actually get better. Like, they feel like better when they've connected with people.
Yeah, we're all
like
missing
when you've gone
that.
and socialized.
Yeah, and they say that there's loneliness is so rife at the moment for people.
It's horrible,
and we're all looking for connection, whether that's through social media, through listening to podcasts. We want to feel that we're supported by people that understand us and get us. And we look for this in other places. So that's a driver for us bringing this together.
Yeah, I think also, a lot of women do have circles of friends that they can relate to in business. But I think on one hand, you might have a good circle of friends that are outside of your business who don't really understand. They do their best, but they don't really get it unless you're actually in that position. But also, as you grow as a business owner and you have your own personal growth, you might need something else or other people bringing into your circle who stretch you more and make you think differently. And, you can kind of, I'm not saying outgrow and discard your friends. But,
oh my God, there's a whole episode we're going to cover on that.
We do have one there for sure.
That is definitely a topic to cover. But, you want to invite other people into your life that help you to grow and stretch you and challenge you on things as well. So, here we are.
Yeah, it's definitely about community as well, and bringing in different people into your world that you may never have met before. Like, if you think a couple of years ago, we didn't even know each other, but look how we've all come together. So
how bleak it was. How bleak.
Now.
And on that note, Lorraine, that's a really good way for us to actually tell that story of like, how did we meet? Because it's just been an amazing experience, So we met basically, how many years ago now?
I think it's probably about a couple of years ago now. Is it more than 2? 2 to 3?
Maybe 2.5.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think me and Lorraine maybe have met
before
doing some coaching with a female business coach. And then we signed up to a program that she was doing. It's like a 10-month, wasn't it? And then you guys, Siobhan and Pippa, you also joined, didn't you?
Yes.
And it was a mixture of like online once a month, wasn't it? And then we met in person. Was it every quarter?
Every quarter.
How do you even remember this stuff? I can't even remember what I had for dinner yesterday.
I know. I was having this conversation yesterday.
Brain.
I know I'm 30 years older than you, but literally.
How many years? Why not?
Why
You're
not?
like, what? I don't know. We'll have to go in I can't think.
Yeah.
You're 50. You turned 50, didn't
All
you?
right, babe. You don't have to share it.
No.
Fabulous at 50.
Real life, real
Yeah,
conversation.
I'm 50. I'm feeling fabulous at 50, but I can remember F all. Literally.
No. But that's what we did. We met once. It was once a month online, and then it was once a quarter in person. And I think it's like anything, like when you go on a course and it just happens, people just drop out along the way for like all different reasons. You know what I mean? And I think there was only like a few of us left, wasn't there, by the end of it? And we just had such a giggle. We just had such a laugh. And I think we got to the end, didn't we? And we were like, why would we not want this to continue? So let's just meet up. And then it kind of went from there, didn't it?
Yeah, and we loved also how we supported each other as well. I think that's because we'd have such a laugh, but also I think we cared about each other. We genuinely cared, and we wanted to, we knew that there's power in numbers together as well, and we all brought our own expertise, our own advice, and just friendship as well, because as the ladies have touched on, your friendships evolve over the years, and we definitely have an episode on that. But you do sometimes outgrow, sometimes it is a case of outgrowing, or sometimes it's you have different needs met in different circles, if that makes sense. And this is, for us, we found definitely, we've talked about this, an all-rounder. We have a laugh, we can go out together, we go on trips together, don't we? We're planning a holiday. Nights out.
We're gonna go on tour.
We're going to a garage brunch.
Love it.
No, it's been amazing actually, and it's interesting, and I often reflect on this, and this is kind of my deeper side coming out slightly, but I always think there's reasons things happen, and I just think, can you imagine if we hadn't met, or other people listening haven't met people that are special to them in their lives, and you just think how, it's interesting how the universe works, and here we are all together. And I've not been able to shake you off since, but
that's it.
You're locked in now. You're locked in.
And we're going to go into it. We're going to do like a little fun intro. We're going to all have 3 minutes to introduce ourselves. But like, say for me, I set up my business in lockdown. I was very much working on my own at home. I'm really lucky, like my husband's really supportive, but I just missed that kind of connection. So when I got into like this coaching group, I was like, oh my God, there's like other people on this journey, and it was amazing. And then when we kept it going, it was like, honestly, it's gonna, oh God, I'm gonna get so emotional. But it's like, if I think about it, like you guys have been such an integral part to me enjoying the journey. And it's like what I love. And I think it's like anything, isn't it? And I think that's why this connection is important, like a safe space, because in the world of like a lot of us work in the online space, like Lorraine's is slightly different, which we'll come on to, but you see everyone put in their like veneer of perfection online. Do you know what I mean? Sharing how amazing everything is. No one's actually sharing the difficulty. And I think what I love about all of us is that we've all had a time when we've been like, do you know what, actually, I'm feeling really rubbish. Like, I feel really like I just can't get myself out of it. And we're all there to support, and not just say the fluffy stuff, to be like, sometimes if one of us needs a kick up the arse, then we'll give each other a kick up the arse. Or if one of us is like procrastinating and not making a decision, the other one will just slap them around the face. Or like people once said to me, your personality doesn't come through your socials. It's boring. You should do video, but I take that. I love it. I think it's like that as well. And like for you, Lorraine, as well, like obviously your business is a bit different. You've got like a charity, which we're going to come on to you. So you're much more like, you've got teams of people and all this kind of stuff. You're out and about. But for you, having the safe space has been amazing, hasn't it?
For me personally, I think because I made such a massive transition, obviously my background was completely different, and I was doing legal work as a lawyer, and then to say I'm leaving that, that was such a hard process, because everyone thought I was absolutely crazy. But even when I mentioned it to you guys, you're probably one of the handful of people I could say that you didn't say, oh, that's stupid, you made a mistake. You were like, go for it. Let's see what you can do. How can we support you? And when you're in such a space where you're feeling like really low and you're thinking, maybe I have made a mistake, having people that have got your back, that meant everything to me. So yeah, I just think what we have is really special, because that really helped me on that transition to doing what I do.
Also, the other thing I think that's really important as well, and this goes to like a lot of people, like everyone really, we've all got so much of the answers in ourselves. But sometimes we just need to be around the right people that kind of, oh, hello doggy in the background.
Yeah, you'll see animals come and go in my room.
Yeah, we've all got the answers inside. Does that make sense? So obviously we know a lot of our own intuition, that kind of thing. I'm sure we're going to come on to that because we know we're quite a spiritual bunch in a way. But having those people that are there and like understand you and you can like just talk to sometimes helps you come to the answers. Do you know what I mean? Like of a challenge that you're going through, like it's there. And sometimes having people that are just willing to like listen and talk to you about it can be like really helpful as well. So hopefully this podcast will be almost like a space like that, because we really want it to be interactive, don't we? And we're going to talk about it later.
Contribution.
Want people to really join in. And so like, for that then, just to summarize that section then, so like if you were like, we're talking about women a lot, obviously men, you're welcome to listen, but we're talking about the female space because it's where we've all come from, and there's obviously a deeper need for like this connection, you know, in that for ourselves, for our business. So like, why do you think it is so important for like females to have like genuine connection, like in order for like them to sort of grow their business or grow, you know what I mean, like their ideas or anything they want to be doing?
For me, I think the female founders that I work with, and speaking for myself as well, it's so important to see what's possible for us. And I think, you know, having other people role modeling the highs and the lows to show that you can navigate the challenges and you don't need to throw the towel in my business, which I've been through the lows multiple times with you ladies, as
We've
you know.
all been there.
Yeah, keeping it real. But showing behind the scenes, lifting the lid on what it's really like, because obviously social media is a place for us to sell from. It's marketing our business and our services. So to a certain extent, we have to have it together online, right? And it doesn't mean that we don't have it together behind the scenes, but there are times where we're challenged, where we're struggling one way or another. So I think it's so important for females to see these real life struggles so that they know that they don't have to have it all together 24/7, that it's okay to just be having a bit of a panic, you know, maybe a bit of a meltdown, whatever your struggle is, but that you can get back up and that there are safe spaces. Because also even for those in corporate as well, there's also very competitiveness amongst some women that can be really challenging as well. And it's nice to feel genuine support, that people genuinely want you to thrive. And all of us, we know that if we bring a piece of good news to the other, we are cheering each other on. And that's what we want to do for all the listeners as well, is to get them to contribute and to have your champions behind you.
I love that.
I think also, like picking up on your point about the competitiveness between women, that, you know, it's a real thing. And, you know, you might have heard of the mother wound, the sister wound, and through the patriarchy, all of those things. And, you know, I was once told off actually in corporate by saying I'm not a feminist, because I felt like I was being too much. But actually, obviously, I support women wholeheartedly, particularly having a daughter as well and showing her what's possible. But, you know, I work a lot with men as well. And I think also they experience all the things that we're talking about at the same time, about that needing the belonging, having a bit of competitive nature in them. But some of the women I work with on the competitive side, I feel like they think they have to be like that because they work in often very male-dominated environments. So they have this kind of like, they train themselves to be this kind of in their masculine energy, which is the competitive side, and not allowing themselves to be vulnerable and opening up their kind of heart to other people to say how they're really feeling. And I think it's very unusual to be able to do that as a high achieving woman or a female founder, because you feel like you have to be something different and not show those chinks in the armor and not show how you're really feeling, because it's such a like dog eat dog world, isn't it? And just being able to, you know, it's exhausting living in that energy where you just can't be yourself and say, I'm having a really shit day. I'm sorry, am I allowed to swear on it?
Yeah, we're swearing.
Like a really shit day, or just thinking, you know, I just feel like I want to jack it all in, or thinking I'm exhausted, or I'm having like a good night's sleep and waking up still feeling knackered because I'm just drained all the time. And a lot of that is because we're just not, you know, we're trying to live in some kind of version of ourselves that's not real. So anyway,
we've all been there at some point or another. I'm sure you've experienced that as well, Lorraine.
And it's all about, for me, it's about genuine, authentic people and conversations. And it's about, I think, as people said, being yourself. Oh, yeah.
The dog out. He's driving me nuts.
Just gotta let the dog out. It's real. This is real life.
Yeah, real life. It is real life. You have to be authentic. And I think that's something that, sometimes is not really talked about enough. You have to be authentic. You have to be yourself, and you have to be supported by genuine people that will celebrate those wins and be with you there in the low moments.
Yeah.
And I know, there's times when we have good news and everyone's like, yeah, go for it, well done, which I haven't often had in the past, to be fair. So it's nice to celebrate those times too.
Yeah, that's it. I love that. Celebrating the wins, not always something that we do, is it?
No, move on to the next thing.
I think we do that well, to be honest.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I thought, as it's the first one, that we should have a little time each. Now, I don't know how long we should have on the clock. I'm reckoning like 2 minutes, maybe 3. Maybe we should try 2, where each of us can just do like a real short, snappy introduction. Not that obviously the business is exactly just who we are, but to give people a bit of an indication of who you are, what we do, a bit about your business, and anything else you want to add about, I don't know, life, your situation. I don't know. Go with the flow. What do you reckon? 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I don't mind going first if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so we'll start with business and then we'll flow into life.
You can do whatever you got 2 minutes. I'm going to cut you off. No, I won't cut you off.
Hi.
You've got 2 minutes. Are you ready? Siobhan Mears, your time starts now.
Okay, so I'm Siobhan Mears. I'm a business strategist and mindset coach, and I help impact-driven female founders build thriving businesses with ease. I do that with my business, the Mears Collective, where I have a plug-in growth team who take care of all systems, processes, and the back end. I also have a platform called Elevate Base, which is a growth platform for all-in-one running your business. And now on to the more interesting things. So I am a woman in her nearly mid-40s. So I get all of the understanding of what it's like to run a business while being hormonal. I also have 2 small children who I absolutely love that are 3 and 7. I'm always passionate about being a good role model for them. I love to have a good laugh. I love music. I love anything to do with spirituality and being in nature and a cup of tea.
Love it.
Love it.
You know what? That was like under a minute. I reckon we're going to have a minute each.
Maybe do a minute then.
It's too good. Okay. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Like seriously, Siobhan is so polished. Like
I know, I'm so shit.
what? 1 minute. Hang on. Here we go. Elevator pitch.
A minute?
2
minutes. I can do this in one.
Because you know what I think we should do each episode? I think we should each promote each other's company, and it would just be funny because there will be so many times we'll be like, what does each other do again? Okay, Lorraine, a minute on the clock. Okay, off you go.
Go.
Hi everyone, my name's Lorraine. I'm co-founder and CEO of the Lewis Foundation. So we're a charity that I set up with my husband that provides care packages and support to adults as they go through cancer treatment in hospital. Something we've been doing for 9 years now, and it's amazing to be able to spread so much joy on a daily basis. We also, over the last year, have moved into having shops and coffee shops as a way to generate income, which has really pushed us outside our comfort zone. My background is I was a lawyer at Crown Prosecution Service for 15 years before I made the transition. So been a crazy adventure, but I've really enjoyed the new journey and being able to make a difference. In my personal life, I love fitness. So I'm always doing some crazy fitness challenge. At the moment, it's high rocks is my focus. And you'll also see me doing extreme stuff like abseils, skydives, ring walks. I like adventure. I love spending time with my family. I love holidays. I love music and I love dancing.
Yay, I love that.
What a full, colourful life.
Yeah, and do you know what? I was writing a little bio about all of us, and these are all the things that I was like coming up with. So I'm proud of myself for getting it right. Right, Pippa,
I'm wondering what you've written about me. Now I don't want to go like. Look, Siobhan's super polished. I'm not.
Thanks.
Lorraine is literally like humbling.
Your heart is like, oh my God, you're so amazing.
I'm owning it. Okay,
come on, Pippa. You can do it. You ready? 1 minute.
Okay, go. Pippa Savory, Savory. Have spent almost 25 years spelling out my surname because I've been married 25 years this year. So that's, I'm loving that. To my childhood sweetheart who I met when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
We've got 2 children. I'm doing it the other way around. 2 children, both at university, both in their final year, both about to, fingers crossed, graduate, which I'm delighted for because it means we can stop paying rent. New houses. And yeah, I live in Berkshire. I've got 2 doggies who you'll see in and out if you're watching on the video. And I love being outside in nature. It's my thing. I'd live outside if I could. I ride a lot. And yeah, I'm starting to learn golf soon. In a business sense, I am a life and leadership coach for mostly corporates, but some business founders. And essentially what I help people do is to really understand why they think, feel, and behave like they do, often self-sabotaging themselves. So I help them get clarity over what it is they really want, why it is they can't get to it. And then there's also then a lot of, and this is the main part of the work, a lot of healing work to do to kind of understand why they feel like they do and kind of rewrite some of that stuff and really help them get to that on a deep subconscious level to make real transformational change. So then they can go and achieve all their dreams and goals. And, and I always talk about success comes from the inside out. If we don't feel good about ourselves, we limit our potential. So I help people feel good within themselves so they can fucking smash life. Literally.
Love it.
Whatever it is they want to achieve, they can go and get it.
So you were 1 minute 35 seconds, just so you know.
I mean,
I let you carry on because you was in your flow, but you didn't start talking about what you did until a minute in. So I thought I'd let you keep going.
Yeah, but it's more important for me to talk about like real stuff.
I love it. I love that.
Alive.
Okay, right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do mine. And then, right, here we go. A minute.
Go on, Hayley. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm Hayley Appleby-Burt, and I run a branding and design agency called Orange Lamb, which I don't actually like lambs, but there's a story behind that. It's named after my son's initials. So I work with business owners, entrepreneurs to just bring their brands alive. I love the Orange Lamb. I love design. I love creativity. But yeah, more than anything, for myself, I have great family. Got 2 boys, a 4 and an 8-year-old that keep me on my toes. My husband, who I have actually done another podcast with before. I like having a giggle. I like just being around people, having a laugh, bit of travel here and there. Love entertaining people, looking after people, and just experiencing life with beautiful human beings like these lovely women on the screen. That is me.
Let me talk about this orange lamb I've got in my hand here.
Yeah, love it.
Is it your mum?
My mum, my mum created, oh bless her, she knitted like about 20 of those. So this year, my clients got a orange lamb Christmas tree decoration. Look at that.
My orange lamb sits on my whiteboard in my office here.
Yeah, mine stays.
And every morning I'm like, morning, Hayley.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Bit creepy, but cute. Hello. Didn't know that. There is an actual meaning behind. We call him Norris, and there's like a whole meaning, but I don't know off the top of my head. Probably should know that.
One for another day.
I love that. I love that little mini intro. See?
Yeah. Ask me again next week. It'd be something different.
Yeah,
good. We'll show another side of us.
We can do it for each other. It'd be funny.
Siobhan's will be pitch perfect again.
Really? I don't know. Maybe the personal stuff will change.
Already, like Lorraine, she is all about the community and helping. In fact, she's into sports and fitness. Then we have Pippa. She loves being outdoors in nature, riding, walking the dogs. She's all about finding you find inner success. Then we have Siobhan. She's going to help you take your business to the next level with strategy, but she loves the spiritual side too. So she's probably going to read your mind.
Brilliant, Hayley. Love it.
All right, so on that note, I went to ChatGPT. He's like my best mate. Maybe we should name our own ChatGPT because we're probably going to reference them a lot. I always say like it's a he, and I don't know why. Anyhow, irrelevant. So I've got 20 questions. I'm saying quickfire, but it's how quickly I can read them. So I'm going to say the question, and all you have to do is just say the name of the person out of us 4 who's most likely to do that thing. Okay. And there's no points, but it's just for fun and just to see if we get the same person. Okay. Are we ready?
Let's
go.
Got to
say at the same time.
We're going to say it at the same time.
Is it a bit like rock, paper, scissors? And then we go.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Right, let's just have a little pause.
Yeah, that sounds ready.
Okay, here we go. Who is most likely to run the London Marathon? Lorraine. Did everyone say Lorraine?
Yes, yeah, of course, definitely.
Who would you trust to organise your hen do if you were getting married again?
Oh, Pippa.
Pippa, for sure.
Pippa.
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be outrageous.
Oh, yeah, it'd be wild.
It would be absolutely wild.
And bougie.
It would be bougie and wild.
Yeah.
I would have that. Next.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to go on Most Haunted and actually enjoy it?
Siobhan.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. Oh, no, I think Hayley.
Hayley, you have got a bit of a background in
I used to work with a very well-known celebrity psychic for like 10 years, but I actually, even though I find it fascinating, there is no chance you'd get me in a haunted house.
That's what I thought.
I think I'd be terrified. Did you think me?
I thought
Siobhan.
Really?
You know what? The reason I didn't say Lorraine because I thought I know Lorraine's quite
Lorraine's not interested.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Woo woo, yes.
Yeah.
Ghosts and that kind of thing, no. Pippa, I thought no, because I remember when you stayed in a hotel and you were sending me a video because you thought it was haunted, and I was like, get the hell out of that room. There is something following you round. No lie.
Video with that funny thing in it.
Following her round.
Yeah.
Proper weird. Okay. Who would survive the longest in the wilderness with no phone?
Oh,
Lorraine.
Pippa.
Yeah, I was like,
Me?
Oh,
You
no,
said you love.
I
don't know. You love nature, but without your phone, I don't know.
I feel like Lorraine, maybe. I can see you, Lorraine. Just
you like hiking out there.
hiking around, just doing your own thing.
If Lorraine and I did it together, then we'd have each other.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's obvious. Actually, I don't know, actually. Who is most likely to be caught raving at 3 a.m?
Oh, Pippa.
See, I was going to say Pippa, and then I was like, maybe Lorraine.
I would, to be fair.
If it's a few years ago, that would have been me.
Me and Lorraine.
When we finally get to Spain, when we finally get to Spain, it's all of us.
Yeah,
all of us.
yeah.
3 a.m. Pippa goes on lots of a wild holiday, shall we say?
She does. We live vicariously through her.
Okay. Who would be the best at talking their way out of a speeding ticket? I mean, I think we'd all give it a good go, to be fair. I think Siobhan, because Siobhan's just so like, she'll just, I don't know. She'll just be like, so like, just know what to say. But then there might be like, Lorraine might just throw in a bit of a legal jargon or something.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
actually. Lorraine's our lawyer, so she could get us out.
Do you remember last year when I got nicked? Well, I got pulled over.
Oh my God, we're going there.
Do you remember? I said to you, I was driving down this road and this police car came up behind me with its lights on, and I'm like, oh Christ, I better move over. And it was actually me they were pulling over. And I got done for having no insurance. Did I not tell you that?
No.
How did you miss over? And they're like, you've got no insurance. You know, whose car is this? It's like, it's my husband's car. You've got no insurance. And I'm like, of course I've got insurance. And what happened was it was on an auto renew and the debit card had expired and it hadn't renewed.
Wow. That could
so they were very, very sympathetic towards me because they could see I was completely like blindsided by it all. But you know what they let me do? So I couldn't talk my way out of it, and I had to pay quite a significant
couldn't talk my way out of it.
But do you know what they did let me do? I was going to a nail appointment, and they stayed with my car while I was waiting for the to be towed away while I wouldn't have had my nails done.
Oh my God.
That is charming.
The police don't do a good job. I mean, come on. Look at that.
Priorities.
Did you now?
You charmed them that they would wait there. So I
still got my car impounded and a hefty fine. And
your nails look great.
Do you know what? That is what our listeners are going to come to learn about you, Pippa. Is that on the face of it, you look like you're so put together, well organised, and then you just do things like that. Like you got arrested. I mean, I didn't know that. I love it.
I didn't get arrested.
Okay, not arrested, but
just as in whistles and bells.
We like to dramatise here. We like to dramatise. Okay, next one. Who is most likely to go viral on TikTok for something random?
Ooh.
People.
I don't know any of us. None of us.
I reckon Hayley.
Hayley, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it would be. Probably just be me, like
just talking
having a
to
laugh
my kids or something, or doing something like that. Okay.
Or dance routine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love a dance routine. Okay, so who is most likely to end up as a reality TV star?
Oh.
Do you know what, right? If I ever get famous, I am all...
I think you, Hayley. I think you, Hayley.
If you had to pick a reality TV show to do, what would it be?
Ooh.
Mine's Strictly Come Dancing, 100%.
Oh, you'd be great on
I'd love it.
Ooh.
I think mine might be Strictly.
Yeah.
Do you know a guilty pleasure of mine is Real Housewives?
I thought you
See, that just
That is a guilty pleasure. Like Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Could you
my local friendship, our WhatsApp group's called Real Housewives of Berkshire.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh my God,
Brilliant. Of course. Brilliant.
I love that, Real Housewives. That is so... Yes, Siobhan.
Yeah, we love a bit of trash
What about
sometimes.
you? I reckon The Jungle.
Be like SAS, who does
Of course it is.
I do want to do that.
Like that new Bear Grylls show. I haven't watched it, but there's like a new Bear Grylls show.
Anything like that type of thing,
Yeah, you'd be good on that, Lorraine.
Oh God, that would be like my worst nightmare.
I know,
I just want to be thrown around by some like strong dancer just so I look amazing. Like,
glitzy outfit.
Yeah,
You'd be
love
great
it.
at that.
Okay, who would be the best person to give a TED talk?
Not sure.
Hayley.
Oh, what would I talk about?
I don't know.
Lorraine.
I think Lorraine.
I think Lorraine.
I think Lorraine. I can see Lorraine, and everyone's going, she's just so
talking with excerpts from your book.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Lorraine's an author. Dare to Dream.
Yeah, Dare to Dream.
I've got that book.
Oh, look at you.
We're getting it.
Yeah,
we're getting
we
it.
have an author amongst us.
I'd love to write a book. I think we should all write a book. Let's do it. Look at this. Available to buy on Amazon. Where else can they buy it, Lorraine? Also, I'm just going to chuck this out here. This podcast, we are going to unshameably plug ourselves and our businesses because why not? I don't care. Until, thank you. Orange Lamb, orangelamb.co.uk.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, who would you most want on your pub quiz team?
Not me.
I'm
rubbish at trivia.
I'm only good on a music round. Give me a music round.
I'm good on music.
Name that tune. I'm all over it.
Yeah, I'm very quick on that. Really good.
What are you quick on?
On name that tune. As soon as I hear a bit of an intro.
To be fair, you might actually want me, because when I used to work abroad in my youth, Thomas Cook, I worked as an entertainer, we did a quiz every day around the pool. So I know a lot of random information.
Well, then you'd be quite good.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I used to know it till I hit the menopause, and now I can't remember anything, so don't ask me.
Okay, a few more. Here we go. Who's most likely to try a crazy wellness trend first?
Me.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anything spiritual wellness out there, I'm doing it.
I learn more about what actually people are doing in this wellness world from you. Like, there's things that I've Googled because I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know, like quantum coaches. And
Quantum physics.
All of the kind of like the place you went with. What was it called?
Yeah.
There's a place you went to, and I see what I mean. I don't retain information either. That's.
Are you talking about ayahuasca?
No, ayahuasca was one. No, it's a thing where they do like not like a massage, but it's like a not yoga, it's like cranial.
Oh, craniosacral therapy.
I mean, what?
I know. Who knew about that? I didn't before, but that's amazing, by the way.
Love it.
Amazing.
What is that?
Well, that is basically have you heard that book, Body Keeps the Score? Something like that. So basically our body holds a lot of trauma, pain, all of that. It's not just in the mind. It's not just, in our emotions. It's actually in our physical body. And that's why there's a lot of somatic work, for moving it out of your body. And this is really amazing. So it's another level up to Reiki, really. Although I love Reiki as well, but it really helps to remove trauma. They even do that treatment on babies that have had like a traumatic
My
birth.
son had it. My son had cranial therapy.
So it really does work.
Yeah.
Lift grief from you as well.
I did Reiki on my dog once.
Oh,
I don't know why that makes me laugh. Like, Pippa's always learning and like, I'll try it on you. Like your RTT.
Yeah, exactly. He broke his back, and I thought I did my Reiki level 1, Reiki on.
Yeah, I did too, actually. Yeah,
and I thought I can help him, so I tried. I mean, maybe I contributed to his recovery. I don't know.
Never know.
But,
own it.
Yeah,
love it.
Take
it.
Yeah. So definitely me on that one.
Yeah. Who is 100%. Most likely to stop and help someone cross the street or carry their bags?
I think all of us would.
All of us,
all of us would, for sure.
Yeah. I always look at Lorraine because like Lorraine's just
because she's the charitable. Yeah. We'd expect her to do it first.
But no, I would
run there.
I actually have a running joke though with James, my husband, for people who don't know him. We went through this phase where like if anyone needed anything, he'd be walking down the street and I'd just lose him, and he'd be like helping someone cross the road, or like someone's got their wheelchair stuck in the curb. But you know, like sometimes people actually just don't want help, and it was just like really awkward. And I was like, just leave them. Like, you're not a superhero.
Anyway. He's on a mission. Well, it's nice to see people doing caring acts.
I know, it is. Nice. Right, we've got 3 more questions. Here we go. Who would you trust to decorate your house and make it look amazing?
Pippa. 100%. She's the interior gal.
So we'll learn that about Pippa. Pippa's got many skills. One of them is loves a bit of interior design. I can tell by how neat your backdrop is.
So perfect,
It's very neat.
It's aesthetically pleasing, isn't it?
Yours is very, very pretty. Mine's just, I don't know, just normally got like loads of toys that I'm constantly picking up.
That's the thing with me. It's eclectic. I can paint the town red and I can paint your walls at the same time.
Hey, love it.
Business idea right there.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, who would thrive in a silent meditation retreat and who would last 10 minutes? Well, Siobhan would definitely last.
I think Siobhan.
I would love to do it, but I do love to talk. So
I think Pippa would. I think Pippa would last 10 minutes, and then she'd be like whispering in my ear and making me giggle. That's the sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we went to an event, Pippa? I don't know. I thought I was freaking out because I'd lost my coat, even though I'd put it on the rack outside. Again, whether that was the start of perimenopause, who knows? And then she just got the giggles, and we were right at the front. And you know, when it's like, I'm such a giggler, it's very embarrassing.
It was so bad, but you know when you can't stop, you lose.
I love that feeling though, and we have that. We go away everyone's going to get jealous.
Yeah,
I read a quote somewhere that a true friend doesn't get jealous. But we do a little business retreat, don't we?
Yeah,
and we went away. Christmas. We had our afternoon tea and we were just laughing. I love it. The last one, I think I'm going to know the answer. Who would be the first one on the dance floor at a wedding? I'm just going to go.
You, Hayley. All of us.
All of us.
Actually, all of us.
I love a dance.
Yeah, I love music.
When we went to Lorraine's, the Lewis Foundation charity.
We
were on there, on it.
Throwing shapes.
I think all of us.
Yeah, we love to have fun. We do.
So if we ever get, or should I say, when we get to having a real talk event,
we
think we need a bit of like
music, tunes.
A bit of dancing in a fun way, not in like a scary like massage the shoulders of the person next to you kind of way. There's another episode in that.
No, forced fun.
Yeah, that weird stuff. Yeah. Right, guys, can you believe that we've almost recorded our first podcast?
No, we could sit here all day chatting.
Yeah. I know. We could. That's why we're going to have to just like limit ourselves. Otherwise, it would just go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But the truth of it is, as we have established, Real Talk is about real life. So we're going to be sharing what's going on in our life. Things. It could be anything. It could be like something we're watching on the telly, that a new craze, whatever, a new wellness trend. We're going to be talking about our business, and as you can see, we've all got very different businesses. So we've got lots of things to share, and then we're going to be talking about real conversations. So this is the part where you, the listener, who are going to become should we call them our business besties?
Yes.
We want you to be part of the conversation. So in the show notes, you will find all of our details. You can connect with all of us personally. Send us a DM. If you've got a question that you want our help with, if you have a challenge that you just want to share and want some people to give you some feedback, or maybe you want to just air some dirty laundry, we love that too. It's all about that. We want you to come to us and we can help. And obviously we've all got different expertise. So if there's anything specifically for one of us as well, we can have like a hot seat where one of us can answer your questions. Does that sound good?
Yes. Sounds amazing.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Please, like, don't listen to it and think, oh, I want to ask that, but I'm not going to. I want to say that. Don't. Just do it. Like, we are inviting you into our world. We want to hear from you, and please.
And there's no silly questions.
No silly question, and it could be like silly things. And do you know what? I've heard the other day. Not that we're talking about anxiety as such, but it was a comment that. Because I talk a lot, and Jack, like my husband, gets so annoyed sometimes because I can just talk over and over the same thing. And then I read somewhere that apparently if you're like feeling anxious about something or you've got anxiety, actually talking for 8 minutes about it helps relieve it. And I was like, there's something in that about just sounding it out. So it's like if you need a sounding board and you just want some other, like, you know what I mean, just other people's opinion, get in touch.
Yes, we are here,
guys. Be anonymous. People can be anonymous, right?
That's right.
And whether it's something silly or whether it's something dead serious about business or mindset or whatever it is, we are here.
It could be a pet peeve. It could be anything. And you could, like you say, you could do an anonymous text. You could send us a voice note and we can play it out, whatever. So this has been Real Talk, the first ever Real Talk. And we're going to be coming every week in your ear. Well, I shouldn't say that. It sounds rude, doesn't it? I have to be careful what I say. And we're going to be, you can listen to us, should we say that? Every week. And wherever you're listening to us, please make sure, this is a biggie, it's a biggie, this is where we all have to beg, guys, because we want people to rate, review and follow the show. We really want this to become
really helps us
something that is going to help as many people as possible. If you listen and you enjoy it, make sure you share it with someone, and let's create a space where we can all come together and have a bit of fun. So from me, I'm going to say goodbye. And everyone else?
Au revoir.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening. We can't wait to speak to you next week.
Can't wait to see you next week. Say goodbye. Oh, I think we should do some singing some week as well. See you later, everyone.
See you later. Bye-bye.